Last Saturday, I was getting onto a GO train to leave the city of Toronto, along with a huge crowd of Blue Jays fans. RA Dickey was on the pitcher's mound in a no-decision game against the Braves, allowing 4 runs on 4 hits over his 7 innings of work. The veteran right-hander racked up 6 strikeouts on the afternoon while issuing 4 free passes. Enough of the baseball stats already. We've been learning there's so much more to this player, the man known for his knuckleballs. Sexual abuse early in his life was a devastating hit, and it stole his desire to live.
You know, there was an episode with a babysitter when I was 8 of sexual abuse, and then later that summer, tragically, at the hands of a male. So the first time was with a female who was a caretaker of mine, and then later in the summer, a male, which was a much more physical, aggressive type of encounter. I was a breath away from, committing suicide in 2008. I was in my car. I had run a garden hose from the tailpipe of my car into the driver's side window and stuffed a towel in the crack. And right before I was about to turn the key, I heard, have you had these moments in your life where you feel like you audibly hear God? They're not every day maybe, but there are times when you know it's Him. And there was a time right before I hit that key where I felt like God said, don't do it, I have something else for you. And in that moment, the next day I went to counseling. And that was like the moment, the end of myself, where I came to the end of myself. And I had to be brought to that place. God had brought me to my knees. It was time for surrender, and that surrender is what gave me my life back. There hadn't been one day where I've gone out there and done anything less than my best. And at the end of the day, whether in word or deed, I'm working as if I'm working to the Lord. So ultimately, that's who I answer to. And if I can lay my head on my pillow at night knowing that I did that, then it's okay, I can keep going.
It's okay, I can keep going, says R.A. Dickey. Perhaps today you need to know that your past does not define your future. Your true identity is tied to the one who made you in His image and has lovingly planned a life of purpose and fulfillment for you with Him. Don't even think about taking your life. Instead, do what R.A. Dickey did. Surrender your life, give it to Jesus, and your new life will begin. Every day on our phone lines, we receive calls from people who have run out of hope. The great news is that can be the place of greatest blessing, because God is ready and waiting to meet every need. Yesterday, we featured the testimony of a woman who suffered a traumatic brain injury, but now has a heightened spiritual discernment of God's voice and His leading. Today's theme, overcoming sexual abuse. Perhaps you need encouragement about your marriage today. God's Word speaks to everything. And when you go to 100huntley.com and type in the topic you're interested in, you know what? A host of relevant interviews and commentaries will appear. I bumped into someone last week who just made this discovery, and they were so excited. We need you to be part of this life-changing, life-saving ministry and mission. Will you stand with us in prayer and in your giving? Join our Crossroads family today by calling the number at the bottom of your screen. We're waiting for your pledge.